What's up, guys? Okay, we've had a lot of fun complaining, talking, and pointing fingers at various watches that have, been exposed, displayed, and promoted through Watches and Wonders, and, everyone has their own opinions, and I'm just one guy. But what's weird is this year, I have now seen a watch that I absolutely love, one of my favorite watches of all time. I don't currently own one, but it's still like an incredibly iconic watch. I've seen it become just ruined. And then on the other side, I just saw a watch that I've always hated become awesome. Like, I all of a sudden just absolutely love it. And it's funny because the one that I hate is actually like feasibly attainable, kind of. Like, there's a variant of it that is attainable, but the one that I now love, I will never, ever, 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 ever be able to own. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and tell the time. It is 1:50 p.m. Let's get down to business. Guys, if you are watching this in the future, chat, we will wave at you. I would love to see you here live. We do a show pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. The only time you won't see me live here is if I have a medical appointment or if I am releasing an edited review. But yeah, Monday through Friday, we do a live show, and I'd love to see you here live. But I get it. You got things to do. It's probably potentially in the middle of your workday, or maybe you're in another part of the world. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I am talking about. So Tag Heuer is a brand that I consistently complain about. Now, they do some things well, actually. And most of the things that they do well are the reissues, or I will say holdovers, of Heuer watches. One of which being the Monaco. The Tag Heuer Monaco is an iconic chronograph that's very functional and really, really cool. So if we take a look here, there's a new Monaco in town. Tag Heuer Monaco split seconds chronograph F1. So it's a Rattrapante, which is a split second chronograph. Now, I get that Rattrapante chronographs are more expensive than a standard chronograph complication. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the price of this watch in a moment. But first, let's complain about it a little bit more. Look what they did. Look how they massacred my boy. Incredibly ugly, I try to, open my mind a little bit when it comes to skeleton watches. And there are some that I never thought I would like that I end up loving. But this is terrible. Lights out and away we go. I don't know. The black variant looks better, I suppose, than the white one. The Monaco has been a little weird, a little loud, and that's what's always made it great. In 1969, it was a square chronograph with the crown on the wrong side and a micro-rotor automatic movement. Now, it's back to the boundary-pushing ways, this time a Rattrapante chronograph, enough Formula 1 detailing to hold over the most fervent F1 fan. I love F1. I love race cars. I also love watches, and I love chronographs, and I love the Monaco. And I know Tag has a history in racing and blah, 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 but this is just disgusting. It's absolutely hideous. This does not have a micro rotor movement. Of course, this has a big jumbo rotor. 5 hertz, lightweight, high frequency, TH8100. 41 mil. What we think. The Monaco split seconds chronograph, F1, is a flex. A full throttle, never lift style flex. Yeah, it's also over 150,000 Swiss francs. 155,000 Swiss francs. Available in Q4 2025. Limited, yes, to 10 pieces. So I get that. It's like, oh, it's this is hyper limited. No Tag Heuer. First of all, no Tag Heuer should ever cost this much. No Monaco should ever cost this much, unless like Steve McQueen wore it. It's disgusting. The black variant is much nicer looking, but for some reason the white one's the only one that gets any play. That's racist. I don't know how you feel about this, chat, but it is disgusting, and I think this is one of this is one of the worst examples of a watchmaker taking one of their most beloved properties and ruining it. Now, it's not all going to be negative today. Just a little negative up front. There's a watch that I absolutely have hated. Okay, I'm going to pull up a picture and show you the watch in question that I've complained about pretty consistently. And if I can find, let me try to find one. We'll just go on the website. How about this? I'm going to bury the lead a little bit. Okay. Here. This is perfect. This is perfect. You already knew. The Lange Odysseus. This was their, big boy sports watch offering. I get it. It's very functional, especially when we're looking at Langes. This is supposed to not be their dainty dress watch offering. This is a legit sports watch. You can get it wet if you want. I think it has like 100 something meter water resistance rating. Get it wet. Go ahead, get it wet. If you got the money for one of these anyway, you're gonna be fine. There's something I really don't like about it though, and it's always been right around here. You see where my cursor is, guys? The lugs have always been very strange. It's a pseudo-integrated, non-integrated system where everything's chunkier than it should be. Now, I was fortunate enough to wear one of these, and in person, I still thought that it was incredibly chunky where it didn't have to be. Which is a shame because everything else about it is actually very, very cool. I mean, the dynamic dial, the texturing on the chapter ring, really nice symmetry all around if you're someone that doesn't like Langes that have weird, windows and places and power reserves and blah, blah, blah. This is all very cool and very symmetrical and very nice. Never liked it. Never, ever liked it. And I thought it was very unfortunate. The crazy thing is, it didn't even help when you see one on the bracelet. I'm going to pull up a picture of one on a bracelet. This is stainless steel. We can see here, again, nice dial on this one. I suppose the bracelet makes it look a little better because it kind of hides this really weird end link lug thing. But still, it's... I don't know, man. It's not... This is one Lange I will consistently complain about, and I thought that this was a big swing and a miss for the brand, right? Now, I'm not even in a tax bracket high enough to have an opinion on this watch, but then I saw this, and ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. This is incredible. Honey gold. Oh no, not rose gold, not pink gold, not yellow gold, not white gold, not that dastardly Omega bronze gold trash. This is honey gold. Ooh, with a chocolate dial. Honey gold, chocolate dial, give it to me. I want 10 of them. Too bad I will never be able to afford even one of them, because price is only given to you upon request. And they're not just going to let you know about it. This is, the second I saw pictures of this, I was like, alright, that changed my opinion on the watch. Which is weird because I'm not even that much of a gold slut. You know what I mean? It's not like I have to have it in gold. It's not even that. And you guys know that. I mean, there's many a watch where I prefer its cooler, stainless, silver-toned cousins, right? Like most watches, I would say I prefer in a cooler silver tone that, stainless steel often provides, unless we're talking about some type of plating. But this for some reason, and I know I am a sucker for chocolate dials, and this just changed it for me. Has that nice textured chaptering, a little splash of color on the Rio at the 60. Again, really nice symmetry, and I'm gonna be honest. I'll forgive them for the chunkiness of the bracelet. I think it's just such a nice looking watch, and I don't know if it's the warmth of the honey gold, but it kind of masks the chunkiness that I complained about in the initial, release of the Odysseus. So I don't know if you guys agree, but I think it's just kind of interesting. The more I look at the watches that have been released recently, I do find it very funny that a watch that I loved, the Monaco, has been absolutely massacred, just slaughtered and destroyed. And then a watch I hated, which is the Lange Odysseus, is now like the coolest watch of 2025 practically. 18 karat honey gold, matte brown finished brass dial, honey gold baton markers, luminous hands indices, 120 meter water resistance rating, so I was right. Has their caliber L155.1 Datamatic. Hours, minutes, seconds, day of the week, and date, 32.9 millimeter diameter with a thickness of 6.2. It is a thin watch, guys. 4 hertz, 31 joule. It is not chronometer certified. And that's because it's German. But limited to 100 pieces. So technically this is less, this watch is less limited than the tag. This is limited to 5 pieces. This has got to be more expensive than the tag, though. I don't know if you guys agree. Shetty says, my favorite watch YouTuber is live. Thank you so much. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Shadow Moses is here. Dorsey, what up, T3? Daniel M. Mostly harmless. See, that's kind of all I got for you today, guys. I mean, I think that this should show you, if there's one thing to take away from this, it's to have an open mind. And if you're someone like me who is literally, like, I'm not even bragging about my career here. What I will say, because whenever I say, I get paid to do this, or I get paid to do that, it can come off as being kind of, in poor taste. But hear me out. I get paid to spout my opinions online, right? If you're oversimplifying what I do, like, the more opinionated I am, the better it is for me, right? And I've kind of built a following being that loud, hyper opinionated, polarizing dude. But if there's one thing you can take away from this, which you can kind of transpose to other areas in your life, it's if I'm able to be incredibly opinionated and have very strong thoughts about certain specific things, and then also I can change my mind and kind of, like, become enlightened a little bit and give things certain graces and kind of, I don't know, let's say mature. If I'm able to mature and look past my own differences when it comes to certain watches or watchmakers, then you can do that too. And that's what's fun about this hobby, and that's what's fun about the world. You can have your opinions, and it's okay to say, well, you know what, though? I do kind of like this one, though. And that's what makes the watch world go round. So if you like something, be open to maybe not liking something that comes out later from that specific brand or whatever. Or if you really don't like something, hey, be open to liking something if they release it in a way that is more tasteful to you. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? What I'm trying to say is don't be too set in your ways. Have your opinions. Don't be scared to share your opinions, but also keep an open mind. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it I'm going over to the podcast because we got a doozy of a show for you guys today. So I will see you over on the other channel. I'm just going to get some stuff set up, and then I will see you over there, youtube.com/@canweusethатword.